huge trade just happened today in the NHL world. Pierre-Luc Dubois is now an LA King. And boy, is this LA King team very, very good now. But are they now a Stanley Cup winning team? Can they get out of the first round finally with Pierre-Luc Dubois? I'm going to be breaking down this trade, my thoughts, and what I think the Kings are going to do next season. Make sure to comment down below and like and subscribe, guys. It helps out a lot. We are on the grind, baby. We are on the grind. It would help out a lot. Let's get straight into this video, baby. All right, guys, let's look on cap friendly at Pierre-Luc Dubois. He signed an $8.5 million contract for what was it, 8 years? I'm pretty sure, something like that. That is a huge contract for a really, really good hockey player. He is worth that, in my opinion. He's a big boy. What, 6'3"? Let me see him. How much does he weigh? How much does he weigh here? 6'3", 220. That is a big man. And honestly, he fits perfectly. How they play, he fits perfectly on how they play. He's a big body. He can play physical. He plays over the edge. That is exactly how the Kings do it. They like playing physical. And he has some speed on him too, man. And he could put the puck in the net. At the last couple seasons on Winnipeg, he put up 63 points in 73 games and 60 points in 81 games. Obviously, it's not game breaking, but at the same time, putting up 60 points is very, very good. And he was on a decent team on Winnipeg. He had a decent top six. Same thing here in LA. He has a good top six with them. Obviously, there's one big issue with Pierre-Luc Dubois that we all know of. Is he a cancer in the locker room? Does he always want to be there? I feel like since the day when he got into Winnipeg, he was asking to go. He was telling them, I'm gone. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Same thing in Columbus, man. He was an issue with Tortorella, but obviously that is Tortorella. But hopefully he doesn't ask to be traded in 1 year in LA, because I would not be surprised, because he's asked like on both teams he's been on, he did not want to be there and asked to be removed from that team. So hopefully he likes LA. He probably has to. He signed an 8-year deal, so he's going to be there for the long term. $8.5 million. Very good player. The top six on this team is actually pretty damn good. You have Anze Kopitar, you have Kevin Fiala, Adrian Kempe, Victor Arvidsson, Philip Deneau, and now Pierre-Luc Dubois. Obviously, there's one kind of issue around this team is, what is Quinton Byfield going to do? I feel like he's going to be, is he going to be a winger now? Because right now he's the fourth depth center right now. That is not good for the team. That is not good for his development. I feel like he might, if he doesn't play wing on the top six, he might turn out like a Lafreniere on the Rangers, and that just the development not fully go to his potential. Like Lafreniere, if he was on a different team, he'd be 10 times the player he is right now, because on the Rangers he's third line with playing with a little, like with the young line, with the kid line. So like they really don't get developed like that. And I feel like the same way is going to happen to Byfield if he does not play in the top six. He's not a center. He's a center. He's not a known winger, but he can play winger. So I feel like they do that because you don't want to stunt his growth, man. Like he's a very good player, and he has obvious skill, and you can't just put him on the fourth line. Like you really can't do that, because he doesn't get enough minutes. He will not develop the way he should, and into the player that we know he can do. So the Kings, obviously, the coaching staff, they do have a lot of worries about that, because he does need to play the game. He needs to play, and obviously Pierre-Luc Dubois is better than Quinton Byfield for sure. I get it, he is, but you still need to obviously have your young guys develop. But my thoughts on this trade, I think it's a W for the Kings. Kings needed this. They needed more scoring power on this team to get past Edmonton. You know what I mean? Like 2 years in a row losing Edmonton. They need some scoring depth. Obviously, I'm not saying Pierre-Luc Dubois is what they need to beat Edmonton, but it gives them a better chance. It really does. They're 100% a better team today than they were last year in the playoffs. They're 100% a better team. Obviously, goalie issue, still an issue. Who knows what they do there? Is Korpisalo the answer? Probably not, but he did show some glimpses of greatness on the Kings that he can maybe produce into the playoffs. But Kings, they're playoff locks for sure, and this team definitely got better with Dubois, and I think he will excel on this team. I don't think he's gonna be putting up 80-90 points, and I don't think Adrian Kempe will be putting up 40 goals like he did last season, but hey, it is what it is. He'll take maybe down to 30 if Dubois can put up 20. You mean like you'll take that all day. Gives more depth on this lineup, which is what they need, and more firepower going to playoffs. I would not be surprised if they get out of the second round this year. I would not be surprised, even if, can they beat the Oilers? Could they beat the Knights in the regular season to get top and get home ice advantage? Because LA is a very tough place to play. So we'll see what happens there. But Dubois, I like to trade. I give it an A. Honestly, both teams, they both got good players, man. It was a good trade for all. Velarde, good player. Alafalo, good player. Rasmus Kuplari, very good player, and a second round pick. Would have loved the first round pick, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, if you're Winnipeg, obviously you would have loved a first round pick involved. We did get some good players. Obviously he's not the best player on the team, but he's a very good player, and you got some good young players as well. Second round pick, like I said, first would have been awesome, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I don't think the Jets are done. Hellebuck's probably gone. What are they gonna do with Wheeler? What is Scheifele gonna do? Who knows? Winnipeg, I feel like they have a lot of moves to do, but this one was a good one because Pierre-Luc Dubois just wanted out, man, and you had to do it. You had to do it. So it was good. It was a good trade for both sides, in my opinion. I think the Kings probably will end up winning this one because obviously they did get the best player in the trade, and he's just gonna help the team in the short term to make playoffs and maybe win Lord Stanley. And the Jets are probably going down right now. But it is what it is, guys. I think that's a W trade. Comment below if you guys like to trade. Kings fans, let me know what predictions on the lines you think. What do you think you're doing in the playoffs next year? Do you think you'll make playoffs? You have a chance to win the Stanley Cup? All that kind of stuff, guys. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out all my other videos. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, guys. It helps out a lot. It really, really does. Thank you so much. But once again, guys, be great. And I'll see you guys later.